One lived for fun, and it ended in ruin. The other chose struggle, and it became a life of beauty, purpose, and joy.
I learned that they had been active in the church, serving in whatever capacity they were asked to serve. By every measure, they were successful. They had accomplished the goals which they had set for themselves. They had been honored and respected and had made a tremendous contribution to the society of which they were a part. She had become the woman of whom she had dreamed. She had exceeded that dream. As I returned to my seat on the plane, I thought of those two girls of whom I have spoken to you tonight. The life of the one had been spelled out in a three-letter word, F-U-N. It had been lived aimlessly, without stability, without contribution to society, without ambition. It had ended in misery and pain and early death. The life of the other had been difficult. It had meant scrimping and saving. It had meant working and struggling to keep going. It had meant simple food and plain clothing and a very modest apartment in the years of her husband's initial effort to get started in his profession. But out of that seemingly sterile soil, there had grown a plant, yes, two plants, side by side that blossomed and bloomed in a beautiful and wonderful way. Those beautiful blossoms spoke of service to fellow men, of unselfishness one to another, of love and respect and faith in one's companion, of happiness as they met the needs of others in the various activities which they pursued.